can try. Like, on this side.
Ah, nice.
Tara Trust got selected in 2016 to participate with a project for the Serendipity Arts Festival, a platform for artists from different South Asian countries. For our project, we selected children from Maidapur High School in South Goa, where we conduct workshops on a weekly basis. More than 60% of these children are so-called tribal children, often from deprived families. We actually visited all homes of the children to interact with their families and community to understand where they come from. In this workshop, we did stick painting to different pieces of music that created different feelings. To use an oil pastel on a stick instead of their hands forced the kids to loosen up. They just moved to the music and created shapes in response to these movements and feelings. We always start and end our workshops with movements, such as Tai Chi and yoga, to strengthen the group spirit.
Our goal with the Serendipity Arts project was to introduce the children to art in a way they had not experienced it. These kids were never exposed to abstract art before. For them, art usually means something pretty for the wall, or copying shapes of a mango, a mountain, an animal that teachers tell them to draw. We want them to look beyond this very limited idea of art and get them in touch with their creative self. In one of our exercises, all children were blindfolded. They touched and explored different objects and materials, and then drew these objects blindfolded, which was quite a challenge for them, actually. It was a very powerful and fun experience and made them aware how our sense of seeing dominates our lives and how blindness actually impacts Meghna's and Aftab's life. As you have just seen, we conducted workshops that dealt with the power of movement, the power of touch, and the power of music, which helped the children experience the relationship between their emotions and the creative outcome. The idea was to open the children up to a new way of looking at art.
Tara Trust currently works with children in 13 projects across Goa. We utilize art and creativity to empower marginalized children. For the Serendipity Arts Festival, which took place in Goa in 2016, we worked with a group of 17 children from South Goa. 2 of them were blind and 2 hearing impaired. This is Ruchita, who cannot hear or speak. Here she explains the process of cutting bottles to the group. It was an amazing experience how all children enjoyed the project and how much they taught us with their sensibilities and ideas. And here we have Megha. She enjoyed the games and creating the sculpture so much. We have never seen her smiling so often. This is Aftab, who is partially blind.
Wow, Aftab.
And here we have Sri Krishna, who expressed his feelings to the entire group when we discussed the ongoing project. Having 4 children with special needs among us sensitized the other kids and made them aware about problems these children face in a society that is not very forthcoming towards the blind and the deaf.
Actually, the project required the kids to leave comfort zones, be intellectually as well as emotionally involved. It challenged us to leave known ways of conducting workshops and draw the children into the project with uncertain results, opening them up to the subject of art in an unusual and playful manner, stimulating their imagination and vision. As mentioned earlier, the idea was to show the children a new way of looking at art and accessing it. We definitely succeeded. The kids expressed themselves in the most amazing and astonishing ways. And I'm proud of how they came up with their ideas, utilizing plastic bottles and coir to address the theme of power and vulnerability. Quite amazing.
We met every morning at 10 a.m. in Katha's garden in Banauli, had a lunch break where we ordered the kids' favorite foods, and then continued working till late afternoon. Every day, the kids worked tirelessly, cutting, coloring, and fixing around 2,500 bottles. Having worked around issues of power and vulnerability, the children wanted to create a body that is strong and colorful outside, but is soft and cozy inside, like a cave to hide and feel safe. Thus, we used recycled plastic bottles and soft coconut fiber as materials. We attached the cups of the colored bottles to the iron frame with wire so that the frame would be fully covered from the outside with the painted bottles. The children brought alive a powerful, wide waterfall streaming down the top of the frame where a large number of bottles had been painted in different shades of blue. Here, you can see how the children cover the interior part of the sculpture with pieces of coconut fiber, which we harvested from old mattresses. An ordinary frame was transformed into an extraordinary piece of art.